OKTS, next. OKTS, play video. OKTS, next. OKTS, next. OKTS, play video. OKTS, next. OKTS, play video. Touchsurgery can now provide support to the surgeon in the operating room, exactly where it's required.
We took surgery and put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Why don't you come in and we'll show you an operation.
This is the patient, so the background that we're rendering now will be slotted into the back here. We have a pretty sort of thorough, comprehensive process of development going on. Many guys here now who are very experienced in visual effects for film. So they're bringing that expertise to bear on something that's, I suppose, a different intended audience, but a lot of the principles apply.
Well, there's certainly a lot of differences in terms of the realism required and the level of medical accuracy that's required here is not really something that we can fake, which is completely counterintuitive to the visual effects and animation world where almost everything is faked, and you kind of suspend disbelief. The look and the overall kind of feeling and advancing the story is more important in that case than making things actually realistic and actually anatomically or otherwise correct. In this case, it's kind of a life and death situation that we do get it actually correct, and so that's one of the biggest differences.
One of the things that intrigued me about Touchsurgery was how we could bring the kind of intensity of 3D graphics, something that I was very familiar with from the games industry, and bring that to a more meaningful industry such as training surgeons. There's been a big move in games over the last kind of 5 years to really look at engagement and measure what people are doing in the game and kind of change how the game works based on what the users are doing. So we've put a lot of work into data and collecting data from within the simulation so that we can see how people are progressing, where they're finding things difficult, and we're constantly measuring what they're doing and trying to make the simulation more engaging.
And what we're able to do here is to really take that learning experience and bring it outside of the OR, allowing you to learn, practice and rehearse your procedures well before you ever get into the operating room. We're really just trying to make that high-level information and education available to everyone and not just keep it within selected certain centres.
We've started in a place where we directly felt the problem. As surgeons, we are the end user, so I think we bring that level of differentiation into what we do, which doesn't really exist in other things. We're at the beginning of this journey. There's a lot of things that we're looking at in the lab, and we're very excited to be here doing what we do right now and taking what we've learned from the operating room into practice. I wake up every day excited about being here. I think what we're doing is going to make a huge impact, and I think the approach is very new. We haven't really seen anyone else do the same thing. We're looking purely at taking technology and its ability to scale and applying it to a space in healthcare which needs it. And it's needed it for a long time. And we've started to do some really interesting studies and some interesting research, which is really showing that this could have the potential to really shift the way that we do things in surgery. We believe in what we're doing. We really believe in it.